God has given us a command. He said, be holy because I, the Lord your God, am holy. And I'm like, well, great, but I stink at that, and I fail every single day. So I want us to understand what it is, and go into it. So I'd like to start with Advent is a great time to give this talk. I've always loved Advent because if I asked you what is the purpose of Advent, and we'd all say preparation for what? Christmas. But it's actually further. It is actually preparation for the second coming of Christ. And we forget that. And so in order for the second coming of Christ, we have to go through a tribulation. And so here's this happy time of the year, and people want to hear about, Christmas and all the joy and the candles and the presents and the shopping and the Hallmark shows and everything. But we don't want to hear about the chastisements. We don't want to hear about the things we have to go through. We don't want to hear about the suffering, but we must, so that Christ can come again. I always loved this season as a little girl for my secular reasons, because from German heritage, St. Nicholas always visited us and filled our stockings on December 6th. And this is more of a French part of the country. Anybody else German had their stockings filled on December 6th? Oh, a couple of us. My birthday is December 12th. Thank you, Our Lady of Guadalupe. And so then I got presents. And then 13 days later, Santa Claus came. So it was a really exciting month for me, but as I've matured, I've realized that none of that means anything. I just want to get to heaven. And I want to get my kids to heaven. And I want to get my friends to heaven. So I have a marriage ministry. And if you go to my website, it says, Dr. Christine Bacon wants to save 1 million marriages. And that is my goal. And I pray that the day I die, and when I stand before the Lord, after he shows me all my sins and that horrible moment that I don't want to live through, that he turns me around and he says, see all those people? They're here because of you. Not I, of course, but God working through me. And so I realized as I've matured in my ministry that I really just want to save 1 million souls. Again, not I, of course, but Christ through me. So I have a big mouth. And my goal is to teach people what the Lord has taught me and continues to teach me about what I need to do to get to heaven, what you need to do to get to heaven, and what you need to do to get your family there as well. So it begins by seeking holiness. So what does it mean to be holy? Simply put, to be holy means to be set apart. So when I heard, be holy for I, the Lord your God, am holy, it was pretty impossible. But when I hear, be set apart, it makes it a little bit easier. So then it begs the question, be set apart from what? The culture. Right now, we literally do live in a culture that wants to send us to hell. We live in a culture which Christ told us, Satan is the prince of this world. So Satan has come from hell and wants to drag us to hell. So if we want to go to heaven, we've got to be set apart from that which he's trying to teach us.